Hi everybody, this is the second video about law of attraction and meditation. In this video, I'm going to give you the specifics of an exercise of how to meditate. The first thing that you should know is meditating at the start of the day is much easier. That is because you have just slept and you are much less stressed than you would be in the middle or at the end of the day. Yes, you can do it at the middle of the end of the day to decrease your stress, but you're only going to be able to decrease it to a certain level. If you meditate at the start of the day, you can take yourself from the most relaxed state that you are normally in during a day, and you can take it deeper into a much deeper state of relaxation, where you connect at a much deeper level with your inner being or your energetic being. And that is what we're looking for here, is to go into a deeper state of relaxation where your awareness of insight and intuition is much higher. So some people say that if they wake up and meditate, they'll fall back asleep. If that's the case, wake up, go have a cup of coffee or have a shower or do something for a short period of time to make sure you're up, and sit up in a chair and meditate like that. For me, I just wake up in the morning and I go pee, and if I've slept for 8 hours, I'm not going to fall asleep again. So I actually meditate lying down in bed. I go straight back to bed after I've woken up, and I meditate there for 15 minutes every morning. And that works for me. For other people, really you just have to find what works for you. So experiment with different things. Obviously, you need to be in a place where there are no distractions, or at least distractions that you can make in your home, because you want your mind to go inward, not outward. Even if the distractions are relatively benign, like someone walking in and out of the room, you don't want to hear that, because you don't want your mind to be focused on that. You want your mind to be focused inward. So, second tip is choose something very monotonous to focus on. If you have a fan that makes a sound, that can work. If you have, I like my breathing because I take it with me everywhere I go. It's always available. Occasionally I will use music that is sort of repetitive, meditation type music. If I feel like it one day, I'll use it. If I don't feel like it another day, I won't use it. So I go with what feels right for me. Sometimes if I've been out of the practice of meditation for a while, the music helps me get back into it. The most important part of this is don't fight the thoughts that come in your mind. They will come in your mind. Just let them go out again and redirect yourself each time gently to what you have decided that you want to focus on. So the thought comes in, I let it go, back to thinking about the sound of the breathing. Another thought comes in, I let it go through, back to thinking about the sound of the breathing. And you're training your mind to think about something monotonous, so that emotionally and energetically, and your awareness can sort of that has the freedom to slip into a deeper state of relaxation. You want to keep the mind busy while you relax, but you want to be awake while you're doing this. So it's kind of like falling asleep, except you're remaining awake at the same time, and you're getting the same energy that you would when you were sleeping, except you're bringing it into your awake conscious self. So, like I said in another video, if you aren't feeling really great during meditation, that means you haven't allowed yourself to relax enough. So keep working at it. And that is point number 3, is if you do this once a week, it will be helpful for you, but it's likely that you won't get that good at this because this is something you practice at every day, and your mind eventually becomes accepting of the practice, realizes that it's safe to feel that relaxed for a short period of time, and sort of gives up and allows that relaxation to happen. So if you want your meditations to be really successful, then it's something that doing at the same time every single day will really, really help that happen. And it's a habit that you get into, and it's a skill you build up, and it's a lot like, I think it's a lot like being an athlete or physically training for something, where when you're physically training, you get into a really good habit and your muscles get into shape. But if you stop for a while, like if I stop for a few days and don't meditate, when I go back to it, I'm not that successful at getting myself to relax for a while again, and then I have to get back into the habit. So you really do have to practice this every day, but the more you do it, the easier it gets, and the deeper into that state you will go. So that is the exercise for today, is practice that every single morning and notice how much easier it gets each morning. And don't worry if you're not getting great insights every single time you do this. It's not about that. It's just about teaching yourself to relax as much as you can at that time you're doing it, and getting better every time you do it. Because eventually, if you keep that up, then eventually you're going to slip into a state of relaxation where your energetic being and you are really becoming one, and you're hearing or feeling or sensing more information from it, and it's going to make you feel great, and it is going to bring more positive things into your life. Thank you all for being here.